All right, in this video, we're gonna talk about how to turn your followers into loyal fans, your email subscribers, people who follow you on Twitter or Instagram, people who like you on Facebook. How do you get those people who kind of know you a little bit now, how do you get them to keep coming back? And make sure you stick around because I'm gonna give you 5 different ways to make sure you build this loyal fan base. But even before any of this can happen, the first thing you need to do more than anything, it's gonna sound kind of obvious, but it's something that a lot of businesses don't actually give off, and that is the idea of actually caring. You need to just care about your people. If you don't care about them, if they feel that, if they don't feel that you actually care about their success or why they're there or what's going on in their lives, well, why would they become a fan of yours anyway? So more than anything, before we get started here, you gotta care. That's number 1. Not number 1, number 0, okay? So here's number 1. Now, when I was in high school, I was a pretty short kid. And by short, I mean like I wasn't even 5 feet tall my senior year of high school. I was kind of like a shrimp. But luckily I had some friends that were really cool and they invited me to hang out with them and play basketball, which when you're short, it's not really the sport that you really would want to play. I was more of a soccer kind of guy, but I wanted to hang out with my friends, so I played basketball on the playground. Now, first of all, I was always picked last, which didn't feel good, but I didn't care. I was with my friends, I liked to play ball, but I didn't like to play after a very long time because they never passed me the ball. They never gave me the chance to shoot. They didn't trust me. I just felt like I was running around and getting my shoes dirty. That was it. But I get it, right? I was short. I probably didn't have a good chance to score. I'd probably get rejected a bunch of times, but I just wanted to touch the ball a couple times. Why was I even there? Now, this analogy works really well in business because we have a place where we invite people into our business, into our lives, into whatever it is we're teaching. But if we don't give people an opportunity to participate, they're gonna feel like they're there, but not really doing anything at all. They're not getting acknowledged, similar to how I was never passed the ball in basketball. You need to find ways to get your audience to participate because when they are involved, then they will invest. So just think about that really quick. You are likely involved in a lot of things that you enjoy or that you participate in. You probably invest some money and or time into those things. So the trick is, how do we get our audience to feel like they're involved in what we're doing online? Now, the nice thing is you don't have to make it big in order to make it impactful. A couple quick strategies for you to do this. Number 1, take people behind the scenes. When people see what's going on behind the scenes as you are creating the next big thing, as you are building or running your business, showing people around your office space, showing people who else works for you, that gets people involved because they are seeing something that other people don't normally get to see. Asking questions, allowing them to help influence where you might go next. This is how a lot of YouTube communities actually get really big, is because they involve their audience and their commenters and their followers in what comes out next. So channels like Epic Rap Battles of History or Honest Trailers, those are channels that do a great job of getting their audience to participate and feel like they have some sort of say. If you have a project like a book that's coming up, allowing your audience to vote, for example, on what that cover might look like or between 2 different versions is a great way to get them involved too. Going live on YouTube or on Facebook or on Periscope or wherever we have the ability to go live, that's a great way to have a person on the other end feel like they're involved in a conversation because they have the ability to ask you questions, you can answer them, you actually get behind the scenes at the same time. It's a great thing. So invite participation because when they are involved, they will invest. All right, number 2, create a place for not just you and your audience to connect, but for your audience to connect with each other. Now, I wanna quiz you really quick. What do people who follow the show Star Trek call themselves? Trekkies. How about fans of Taylor Swift? What do they associate themselves as? Swifties. What about fans of Justin Bieber? What do you call yourself? Just kind of weird, actually. I'm just kidding. They're called Beliebers, like Justin Bieber, Beliebers, whatever. But when a belieber sees another belieber, or a directioner finds a directioner, or a Star Wars fan finds another Star Wars fan, or a Back to the Future fan finds another Back to the Future fan, there's an immediate connection there, and you have so much to talk about. And if you can create a place for your fans to connect, they are going to connect with each other and stick around for good. And you might have heard this phrase before, but a lot of times people come for the content, but they stay for the community. So what does this look like? Well, it could be as simple as creating a Facebook group for your community to come together, and you kind of just facilitate those conversations there. And you'll find that over time, those conversations start to happen on their own, which is really great. Or maybe it's something like a LinkedIn group. Perhaps it's kind of creating an event, like similar to like a concert, right? So you have a date that's coming in the future where your community, you know that they're gonna be able to come together and kind of see you there, but also come and meet each other. In-person meetups, virtual meetups, live streaming, like I said earlier. Those are all fantastic ways to get your community together. And when you can become the person or the brand that facilitates and creates those actual moments for people to connect with one another, that just simply heightens your brand even more. Now, number 3, kind of tailing off of that, you wanna give or have that group have their own name, right? Like we just talked about Swifties and Beliebers and Directioners and Trekkies and all that stuff. JLD from Entrepreneur on Fire, he has Fire Nation, right? You guys are Team Flynn. It might sound weird for you to come up with a name for your group, but when you do that, people become associated as such. They have an identity as being a fan of that thing. It's not so out of line to have a name for that group. Now, once you start to build this community, I think you're kind of experiencing a theme here in all of these tips, right? In order to build a loyal fan base, you need to create a community, right? And a great way to make that community even stronger is to feature some of those community members in front of the other community members. So if you have any success stories to share or amazing stories in general to share with everybody else, have a conversation with somebody in your audience. Number 1, that person's gonna be grateful to have some time with you because they are a fan of yours or a community member of yours, knowing that they're gonna help inspire or motivate others or share a story or share some tips or something with the rest of the community members just brings everybody together. It also shows that you, as the community leader, is paying attention to their group members and that people might aspire to also be featured in a similar way. So it can go as far as you creating a video or an interview or a podcast about that person. And again, when you share this publicly, people who are just following you, they're gonna wanna become a part of this community too. So if you wanna grow your Facebook group, for example, this is a great way to do it by featuring community members. Other people wanna be associated with that group and come in to experience that too. So that's a great way to grow your community. But like I said, it also is a great way to show that you are there as a leader, but you're not the person who's always in the spotlight. It's more relatable when you feature one of your members versus featuring yourself all the time. The 5th strategy here is to reward all of your community members. So by gaining access to this community, they also get some free goodies or something special as a result. It might be as simple as you just showing behind the scenes, extra behind the scenes things just to your community members, or perhaps have some special deals. Maybe they're the first to get access to things, or maybe you're writing a book and then you share your manuscript with them and just only them. Make them feel really special for being a part of that group. Differentiate what they get versus what other people will get. Give them a little bit more and they're gonna feel a lot more tied to you in this brand. It's kind of a reward for them for being a part of that, but of course, when you do that, they're gonna give you a lot back more too. So think of some creative ways that you might be able to kind of say thank you and surprise your audience. I think that goes a very long way, and you'll notice that some of those people are gonna be so thrilled that you're surprising them, that they have access to things that they don't normally get, that they're gonna later convert into super fans, which I'll talk about in a later video. I'll link it up in the card here if that video is already out. If not, you'll see that very soon. So those are 5 tips to get people who are just sort of following you, but to have them participate, become a part of something so that they'll become a loyal fan, and like I said earlier, keep coming back. But I wanna give you one more tip here, sort of a bonus tip, if you will, to get them to feel even more close to you and tied to the brand. And that is to have them feel like they are playing a role and a part in your bigger mission. So a lot of Team Flynn, a lot of you know this, that I have this aspiration to be an agent in the world of education, to help change it in a way such that entrepreneurship becomes injected into normal curriculum. So there's reading, math, science, entrepreneurship. That should be a part of it, and that's my goal. That's what I want the rest of my biography to be about. And ever since being open with sharing that, a lot of members of Team Flynn have stepped up, have given me a lot of references and resources, have told me that they want to support me in that bigger mission, and as a result have allowed me and those people to become even more closely tied together. And as a result, they are more likely to support it, knowing that there are much more bigger things here than just building an online business, and a lot more people that we need to help together. One way that this was actually turned into something tangible was in 2014 for my birthday, my 32nd birthday, I think. I did a birthday campaign to help build a couple schools in Ghana in Africa. And the community rallied together we raised $25,000 together, and I said I would match that if we did that. So we were able to build, through an organization called Pencils of Promise, build 2 schools in Ghana. And then I took Caleb, my videographer, and we just went to Ghana the year after to see these schools, to participate in some opening ceremonies for these schools, and see the faces of the children who now have education who weren't able to get it. And it was one of the most life-changing experiences, not just for me, but because we filmed it, for all of the rest of the Team Flynn community as well, who really felt like they were a part of this. And so now I have this massive support for education and entrepreneurship and worldwide change, and it's just really cool. And yes, not everybody's gonna be super highly motivated about that, but it is a part of what this brand is, and because they are a part of it, because they are involved in it, they are more invested in seeing that success through. So that's how you build a loyal fan base, and hopefully it becomes something that's much bigger than what it is that you do now. And with that, you can take that fan base and turn it into a movement that makes change in this world. So awesome, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. And for those of you who also support me in my goals related to entrepreneurship and education, just, thank you so much. Leave a comment below if that's something that you really want to see happen too, because I think we all know entrepreneurship can teach you some amazing things. And whether you end up being an entrepreneur or not, those skills can help you in life no matter what it is you do. So leave a comment below if you also support me in that endeavor. Hook me up with a thumbs up. And by the way, if you haven't checked it out already, you can check out the video here on this side if you want to learn, okay, how to get people who just kind of come across you for the first time to even want to pay attention to you and follow you. You can click on that here. Or if you're ready and this video is available, you can click here to understand how you can get super fans in your business too. Thanks for subscribing. Team Flynn for the win.